So today we are continuing with the preprocessors in the C language with the macros and the file inclusion. The first we starting with the preprocessors in C language. Basics of preprocessors in C language and the types of preprocessor in C language. The basics of preprocessor in C language. The term preprocessor is self-explanatory. The word pre means before and the word processor refers to making something. Before the source code is compiled, it gets automatically processed due to the presence of preprocessor directories. Preprocessor directories are nothing but the commands we use in the preprocessor. That means if we want to use the preprocessors in our C program, we have to go with a preprocessor directories, and that preprocessor directories are compiled before the actual source code. Now we can use that preprocessor directory using the hash symbol. In C language, we can use the preprocessor directories anywhere in our program, but it is preferable to use them at the beginning of the program. These enhance the readability of the code. For example, that is the example of the preprocessor directories hash include stdio.h. When we want to use preprocessor, I mentioned that we had to go with preprocessor directories, and that should be begun with hash. So over here we are using hash in all over the program. So that hash include, that means that particular line is my preprocessor directories. So that should be compile, or that should be begin starting with the particular actual code or the source code. That means when I compile my program, it should execute first, and then after my source code should be compiled. Now the types of preprocessors in the C. The first one is the macro and the second one is the file inclusion. So there are two types of preprocessors in the C language, macros and file inclusion. We are continuing with the first one, that is the macros in C language. So in the next slides we see the basics of macros and the types of macros and different predefined macros that are available in the C language or the C library. The basics of the macros are nothing but the piece of code based on the hash defined preprocessors directory. In this, the C programming language, the macro would generally look like as defined, then after space your macro name, then space and your macro value. That means when I go with the macro or I want to use the macro, I can start with hash define, that is the common one, then after one space is there, then my macro name is there, then after space, and then after the value of that particular macro. It is important to note that the macros are not terminated by the semicolon. We are not over here, we cannot return a semicolon. Types of the macros in the C language. The first one is object like macros, and the second one, that is the function like macros. Going with the first one, that is object like macros. It appears to be a symbolic constant. When we are going with the object like macros, it works as a symbolic constant. It can be termed as an alternative way to define an identifier used to present the constant expression. The simplest example would be hash define pi 3.14. That means over here hash define, some space is there, the macro name is pi, space is there, and the value is 3.14. So that is according to the syntax hash define, macro name and macro value. So that comes under the object like macros. The second type of the macro is the function like macros. It is an expression used to perform a particular operation. It is an alternative way to define a function. A simple example would be that has define, my macro name and macro value. Here the macro is written in a form of a function. The function name is area, two parameter a and b are there, and some operation should be performed using that function is written with space a into b. We see one example, that is the demo for the macro in C language. Over here I defining the macro. That program is done in the online C compiler as include stdio.h. Then after over here I am using has defined, that means that is over here I am using the macro in the preprocessors in the C language. Here I am defining has defined, then after area of a comma b and a into b. Then after I define the main function, take two variable a equals to 3, b equals to 4 and capital A. Now capital A equals to area of a comma b. So I call that function. That function is defined over here area of a and b. So the 3 and 4 are passed over here. So a is replaced with 3, b is replaced with 4. 3 into 4, it returns 12. That is stored into capital A, and over here I print the value of a, so it returns the area is 12. So that is the example of function like macro. Now the types of predefined macros in the C language that is basically available in the C by default. The following summarize the sum of the basic macros that are in the C programming language. Underscore date underscore, all the macros are written in the capital letters. Underscore date underscore, it is used to represent the current date in MMDDYYY format. Second one is underscore stdc underscore, it is used to indicate when a compiler compiles the code successfully, it returns the value 1. Underscore time underscore, it represents the current time in hour, minute and second format, that is separated with a colon. Underscore line underscore represent the current line number. Underscore file underscore represent the current file name. We seen by the example. Demo of the predefined macros in the C. That one is common. The first one is the date. Current date is percentage %s, then after stdc, then after time, then after line. Over here I am not taking or initialize any variable over here. I am using the predefined macro directly. Date is in format of string, stdc is in format of %d, that is in %s, line in format of %d, and the last one file name in %s. I run that code in online compiler. Date gives me the current date, stdc gives me the return 1 value via if my program is compiled successfully. Time gives me the current time, then after line gives me the current line number is 15, and that file gives me the file name, that is main.c. So to give me the output, the current date is April 26, successfully compiles the program, so returns 1. Current time, then after total lines in the codes is 15, and then after the file name is main.c. So that is the example of the predefined macros that are available in the C. Now the second type of preprocessor is the file inclusion. In this type of preprocessor directives tells the compiler to include a file in a source code program. That means when we want to include some file in our program, then we can go with the file inclusion preprocessor. There are two types of the file which can be included by the user in the program. The first one, that is called as header file or a standard files, which all we were used, and the user defined files, which is new to us. Now we are continuing with the first one, that is the header file or standard files. This file contains the definition of the predefined functions like printf and scanf. These files must be included for the working with these functions. Different functions are declared in the different header files, so we can include multiple header files. Simplest syntax is hash include and your file name or header file name. And till date we use the one common header file, that is hash include stdio.h. So now the doubt is clear. In stdio.h, the printf and scanf function is defined, and we are including that particular file or a header file in our program using the preprocessor directories. The second one is the user defined files. When a program become very large, it is good to practice to divide it into a smaller files and include whenever needed. These type of files are the user defined files. These files can be included as well as, that means we can make our own header file and we can include over here, but syntax is somewhat different. Hash include, over here I cannot use triangular bracket, over here I am using double inverted comma, then after my file name dot h. Here is some correction, file name dot h. Here you can make add.h file in the current working directory and write the code for the function of addition of the two numbers with the returning value. And in the same directory you can write this code stored into your file name with .c. And while this syntax, you can use your own header file hash include in double inverted comma add.h. I run that code, that add.h file is stored, both the file main.c and add.h is stored in the same folder or the same directory. In add.h I write the function for addition of two numbers. Two parameters are a and b. Addition of a and b is stored in c and returning the value of c. Now in the main file main.c I write the code like this. After hash include stdio.h I am using hash include double inverted comma add.h. In add.h I write the function for the addition of two numbers. Now a equals to b, a equals to 2, b equals to 3. Then add a comma b, that means that function call is directly goes to the add.h. Over there the definition is there that calculates a and b, that is 2 plus 3, it gives 5, that's stored in c, and over here the addition of 2 and 3 is 5 printed after these things. So that is the file inclusion within the preprocessors.